My name is Winston Turner. We're selling a new company to a medium-sized business. So this is going to be more of a cybersecurity proposal, and I have a few scripts to also show you guys at the end. All right. So like I said, this is a new business that I created. It's called Turner Security. We secure you so you don't have to. The objective of my company is for a small business that I chose, which is Grandview Cafe. They actually own about 4 or 5 different bars that all connect into the same network and cloud information. So they all share between each other. So my initial changes and objectives for this company was to secure the systems and with changing personal PINs so people have access and only using personal swipe cards to prevent social engineering, which social engineering is a system where people may come in physical contact with you or convince you in ways to giving up your personal emails or your personal passwords, and you may not even know that you're actually doing that. But we want to make sure that they don't have access to that with everybody having their own swipe card also. We also want to be able to make managers who all share the same password change their passwords every 30 days so it prevents one single password breach and everything gets hacked at once. Some things that we offer in also securing them when we do risk management, penetrating testing, which is doing practice tests to make sure nothing can be hacked very easily or find the weak points of access points in different areas. We also do manage security services, incident reports, threat intelligence, compliance and regulation services, which we have to comply with 2 regulations, and one of those is the GDPR, which is the General Data Protection Regulation. It's a comprehensive policy and security laws that were drafted and passed by the European Union. It sets the guidelines for collection and processing of personal information. The other one is also PCI-DSS, which is dealing with credit card information. It is a set security standards to establish safeguard payment cards information and preventing unauthorized access to them. So what some of the things that businesses fail to understand that 49% of companies survive data breaches. After you're hacked, it's almost impossible to recover from that if you don't have set aside security funds or insurance policies. There's an average of a hack of 39 seconds hackers attack every 39 seconds. 26% of companies have admitted to a data breach in sometime in the last year. And over one quarter, all data breaches involve small businesses victims. 50% of organizations that actually have cybersecurity only spend about 16 to 15% of their budget for security. And then nowadays with cloud, internet, everything's becoming all into one, that cloud breaches are almost a commonplace now. Some of the things I've learned from Grandview Cafe is they use a cloud network, Wi-Fi, and then networks to connect each computer. And I've noticed that their hardware is very old and needs updated, along with their Wi-Fi connection. It has no password connected to it, so it's a very easy penetration access point. Some of the things that I noticed would be main threats for them would be malware, or phishing, social engineering, and outdated hardware. My plan for all this to protect them would be to introduce PINs and swipe cards, conduct regular security audits, keep all the software and systems up to date, and train employees on fundamenting of cybersecurity, and then also following the regulations that I mentioned before. And for the training protocol, we just want to assess the plan, make awareness of the training, implement the security measures, advance training and simulations. So that goes back to penetrating testing, monitoring any incidents or reports that come in, and reviewing and continuing to improve. Notice I had staff and bartenders, HR members, management, social handles. They were all in part of having an email to the company that shares into the cloud. So any of them would be able to access a email that they get that could also get them into social engineering. In conclusion, as the Turner Security, we want to be the forefront of industry with unparalleled protection, advanced threat detection, and comprehensive cyber security solutions. Um, and then we are going to go on to my scripts that I have. So I did actually 2 scripts, but I'm only going to show you the one. So this is a script, and I'm going to go through it with you guys. This is a script to show you guys. It's going to be a script that scans a file and can go through and see if there's any possible threats or already detections that have been posed. So this scan can calculate the SHA-256 hash of a file and use the virus total API to check if the files have been previously scanned for malware, if the file is found in the virus total database, and it can print out the results. If not, it informs the user of no results being found. So just to kind of demonstrate what this does is I will enter the Python virus scan. And I will apologize, my computer does not like Zoom videos and running this all at the same time. And then we get our API scan, and then it asks us which file we want to scan. So you pick a file on your computer that you want to scan, and what it does is it shows the scan date of what and the positives. If it found any of the malware or any of the viruses on that file, it would show you right here. And in that file I just scanned, it had a total of 66 things, and nothing popped up positive. And that would be the end of my presentation.